Hey guys, Chris with Lift Kits for Less. Hey, check this out. Pretty excited. These are the new Falcon shocks by Teraflex. Today we're going to be talking about all you independent front suspension guys. We're talking about Tundra, we're talking about Tacoma, the 4Runner, the F-150, the Dodge Ram 1500, and the Chevy half-ton. That's the GMC, whether it's Sierra or Chevy, okay? Guys, obviously any of these vehicles run independent front suspension. They come with a strut. We're going to be talking about pros and cons of lifting your vehicle, some do's and some don'ts, some things that can go wrong when you're lifting your truck, and how to prevent those issues from happening. I'm super excited. It feels like Christmas. I've done a lot of research on Falcon. I've done a lot of research on shocks in general, because obviously there's big players in the marketplace. You know, there's Bilstein, there's Fox, there's King. The list goes on. And Falcon has come out with these new shocks, and every once in a while a product comes out that's a bit of a game changer that really shakes up the market, and these are doing that. Guys, anytime, feel free, hit this eye in the upper corner here. Takes you right to the product page. You can live chat with us. You can call us, reach us. The directions, install videos for this kit, anything and everything, hit us up. We're happy to help. So much out on the market. Our goal with these videos is to help you guys figure out the best way forward. That's our advantage here. We're not promoting one thing over another thing. We give you the info. You decide what's best for you, okay? We're going to open this up now and check it out. All right, guys. The first thing you're going to notice when you open this up is the incredibly well packaged. They've got all this additional protection. Everything's bagged individually, boxed. Guys, also, these are handmade here in America. It's actually signed by the guys that actually says hand built in West Jordan, Utah, and it's signed by the guys that actually created these. That's pretty cool. American made. Got your stickers. Everything's here. I'm going to tear this all down. We got our directions here. A tire pressure guide. So, and again, all this is on our website, but I'm going to break it down. Cool? Cool, awesome. We got everything laid out here. Again, the packaging was phenomenal. You can really see the pride that that Teraflex and the Falcon line has taken, and the material quality is amazing. All right, before we dive into this, guys, first thing I want to do is talk about the proper way to level your vehicle. There's a lot of different ways to level a vehicle. Whether you go to a full strut hat, right, you just simply put it on top and throw it back in. That's the way. It's pretty common. It's cost effective. This is a full strut that can create the same outcome level. What Falcon and Teraflex has done, whether you have the 4Runner, the Tacoma, the Tundra, the Ram, the Chevy, they have set these front leveling struts to allow for a perfect alignment and perfect tire wear. And that's critical. This is your daily driver. You've invested $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 into your vehicle, and you want it to go straight down the road. You want it to be safe. You got your family. You've got kind of everything in this vehicle. And Teraflex understands that. There are maximums that you should go to that your vehicle still feels great. It still feels like a daily driver, and that's probably the most important thing for me. If I'm going to lift my vehicle, whether it's a full 6-inch suspension or a leveling kit, I have to enjoy driving this. The worst thing you can do, and it happens, you'll throw on something and it rides like crap, and you don't even want to drive your own vehicle. Anyway, look, we just don't want to exceed. A lot of guys are like, hey, I want to put a 3-inch level kit. I'm like, you're exceeding. Your arm, this is where when your upper control arms, we'll show you this on the vehicle, upper control arms come straight out. You get full travel. All right, the moment you start increasing height, these are going to start to droop. A little bit of droop is fine. We can still get good alignment specs, good tire wear. But if you just pin them, you're done. There's no travel. It'll rise up, and you're just, and it rides like crap, feels like crap. This doesn't do this, okay? This is going to ride perfect. All right, let's get into it. Clearly, factory strut. We're going to disassemble the strut. First thing you'll see, guys, this is a 5/8 piston. This is a massive 5/8 piston. This might be a hair runner. I don't know. These things look amazing. Massive. This is a true 2 1/4 inch body. Inside is 2 inches, so they get tremendous cooling. The biggest gain here, there's not only are these designed to give you great off-road performance, and that's what this is going to do. The reason why they are able to achieve that was not just the body, but the material. This is aluminum. Aluminum cools at a much greater rate, and it affects the performance. So if you're just in a stock vehicle, right, you throw your strut hat on here, you're bombing through the desert or wherever, the oil in here inside your strut is going to start to boil and fail, and you get fade, and the ride goes to crap. So the huge advantage here is the massive body size and also the aluminum cooling. this isn't going to fade. You'll be able to just plow through, it's just a huge performance gain. The other big advantage of just using a strut hat like this, right, is this is designed for the weight of just a tiny little tire. What we're doing with this setup, this new strut housing, and guys, real quick, you'll see this ring on here. The lowest ring is your stock height. So let's say you have a 6-inch suspension system and you want to just retain that factory strut height. You can. You just put it in the factory's position. If you have what this does, they have also kind of like a 1-inch height and then a 2-inch height. This is going on an F-150. This comes with a 2-inch height. They have one ring at the top. This gives you the flexibility if you have a heavy bumper and it's sagging the front down. You can go to here. If you don't have a heavy bumper, don't put it in this position because you're going to exceed the specs. You're not going to get a good alignment and good tire wear. All right. Set your ring where you want it, whether you want it stock height, 1-inch or 2-inch, or if you have a heavy bumper. This slides down. Here's your coil seat. You put your coil on, you reassemble, you're done in the front end. There's a huge difference here. This is a true bearing. Gives you more flexibility. It's got a Zerk fitting. A lot more performance gain here for off-roading. You're going to be able to just plow through everything and anything 40, 50 miles an hour and just feel so much more performance. Also, guys, this is going to be rated for heavier tire. They are going to increase the spring rate and get that'll handle those 33-inch tires. So huge performance gain there. Okay. What else? This is new bolts and hardware for the bottom. Also, guys, I noticed that the internal bump stop is bigger on the Falcon. So they're engaging sooner to protect the overall piston. So that's a good design. All right, cool. Rear shock. Couple of things here, guys. Same thing, they're increasing the engagement with the rear bump stop. We're gonna go install this. We'll show you some photos. So this is engaging so they're not blasting or damaging their shock. Also comes with a very heavy duty plastic protector. One thing that'll affect the seal here and damage this are rocks, and it's micro. It's little chips, you don't see them. So these come standard with them. It's a 3-point. Then we'll show this on the vehicle as well. Again, aluminum body, massive 2 1/4, massive 5/8 shaft. This is the way these work. They come with no reservoir or with the reservoir. The Sport has no reservoir, and then the tow package has this reservoir. Basically, these are so easy to click into place, super fast. Put it on 1, that's just daily driving. 2, maybe you've got a heavy load in the back of your truck. And then 3, all the way to tow. That increases massive compression. Essentially, if you were jumping the truck, you'd want it in the 3rd position. You want to jump your daily driver? I'll leave that up to you. So you got 1. Pretty cool. So 1, 2, 3. Pretty awesome. You know, Fox has theirs, and it's actually a little dial, and it's kind of hard to turn. I really like these. It's so easy to turn this. So that just increases compression to the 3rd position, all right? All right, cool. Also on the F-150, there's a rounded axle, so they actually include these plates so that they have a square engagement for the bump stop. What else? Guys, this is all the current iteration. So the 15 to 18 Ford F-150, I'm not sure, you know, the new one comes out 19, 20, but this is all current generation. The 09 to 18 Ram 1500 two-wheel drive 4x4. This F-150 is 2x2 two-wheel drive or 4x4. You got the Tacoma, which is 16 to 19. The 4Runner 2010 to 19, current, that's the 5th gen. And the 07 to 19 Tundra is the 2nd gen. And then the Chevy Silverado, which is the 14 to 18. The only one that doesn't have this tow package is the GM. So Tacoma, 4Runner, all those have this. Just the GM doesn't offer this. And just one more note, guys. Because of the success of this that's coming out, they will start making these for full lifted applications where I know the F-150 actually comes with a 4 to 6 inch height that will get completely rid of your strut hat. So you can set it in a 4-inch position or a 6-inch position. So if you're running that big top hat and you want to get rid of it, the F-150 is now available, okay? Cool. All right, again, anytime, guys, hit us up. We're happy to help. I'm super excited. I know the customer's super jacked. Awesome performance gain here. Does it the right way. Perfect specs. perfect alignment, perfect tire wear, daily driver, massive performance increase and gains with this system. There's a few pros. These are monotube, aluminum for the additional cooling, much more responsive, massive shaft, true 2 1/4, true 2-inch opening on the inside. You get full travel through the suspension. Again, the biggest reason is that they increase the spring rate, so it's designed for the heavier tire, whereas with the strut hat, again, that's just a little tire. So you're putting a lot of, you're kind of almost making the vehicle less safe when you use just a simple strut hat, as this is designed for a small tire. Now you're gonna run a 33, a 35. This is gonna be a huge gain. What else? The other big advantage of this system, guys, is you don't have to cut on your factory truck, your SUV, your Tacoma, whatever. You can go right back to stock, pull all this off and go back to stock. So for you guys that are worried about warranty issues, this is a non-issue. And then the cons to this system, obviously these aren't cheap. The system is pictured here is about $1,500. And then you also do have to disassemble your struts. So doing this at home, maybe it's not the best kit for guys to disassemble your strut. If you don't, one thing you can do is pull your strut out, take it down to the local, like at a local shop and say, hey, can you throw this in for me? And they might charge you 20 bucks, 40 bucks to do that for you. So for you do-it-yourselfers, something to consider, okay? Let's head out to the vehicle and check it out. Awesome, Gary, our lead installer, just finished installing the kit, okay? 2016 F-150, this is the 4x4. So here's your strut, here's your CV joint. Anyway, right now we're at full droop, so the arm is in the full droop down position. This is obviously we put in the new Falcon strut. Here's the old one, okay? Guys, remember this is metal, steel. Steel is gonna get hot, it'll boil and it goes to crap. So guys that just throw a simple strut spacer on, you lose a ton of performance. It's gonna fade real quick. Yeah, it looks cool, you can fit 33s, but the moment you actually off-road, this thing is gonna fade within a few minutes. Anyway, you can see, here's your Zurich fitting, bolts are in, it's real simple. We're done. This is in the two-inch position. Remember, you can go stock and you can use this with a lift kit, or you can go to 1-inch and 2-inch, and then they have the bumper setting. We'll jump over to the rear here real quick. Here's the bump stop extension. The plate, you can get a shot of that. I'll let you jump in there, Dave, so you guys can see how that got mounted in there. Turned out good. So now, before obviously it was just round, so this way it doesn't slide one way or the other. Here's your Falcon installed with the roost protector. It's all done. So this is going to be awesome. Here, just real quick, guys. This is the position. Right there's your 1, your 2 for tow, 3 for tow, and then 2 for like heavy load. If you guys were going to go out and you're going to hit 100 miles an hour in the desert, set it to the 3. It won't bottom out. It'll perform amazing. So compression. I'm going to let the truck owner pull these off. It's like Christmas, right? Okay, guys. Next step, we're going to put the wheels on it. And then we're going to run it to the alignment shop, get the alignment done, and we'll take a big test drive with the truck owner. Cool. This truck looks gorgeous. I love the gunmetal. Gray, it's badass. How are you doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
Good to see you. So are these alignments?
Yeah, it's the alignment.
Awesome. So first thing that jumps out to me is that you got a before and an after. Everything's in the red before, and then after the alignment, everything's in the green. So that's great. Obviously, you got your new tires here. Those are you want good alignment specs, so you get good tire wear, car goes straight down the road. I'll leave this in here for you.
Awesome.
So now that you've been driving this for about a week, what do you think? I'm dying to hear your feedback.
I love it. It feels much more planted, more controlled.
Here, I'll jump this way so the camera can see.
I love it. It's very controlled. It soaks up bumps. I haven't really had opportunity to go off-road with it yet, but hitting speed bumps and the dips here around town, it just soaks it up real well. Really good feedback in the steering wheel.
So I'm just curious. There's tons of different ways to level your truck, lift your truck. This is the new Falcon shock. Why did you want Falcon over everything's on the line? There's everything. There's Fox, there's King, Simple Level. You can throw to clear these 33s, you could have thrown a $50 leveling kit on. Why did you choose Falcon?
Well, first thing, I wanted a big performance gain. I didn't want to just have a block factory suspension. I want something I could really take off-road, use and abuse if I really want to. And then I didn't want to go with a big lift. I think I'm somebody as a driver, so I want to be able to go through the drive-throughs. I want my daughter to be able to get in and out of it and stuff. So I really wanted something that looks good, but I wanted the huge performance gain. So for me, it was much more feasible for me to do like a nice clean leveling kit with some big performance gains versus going like a cheap little block leveling kit or going for the 4-inch.
Yeah, so I know there's a lot of 4-inch kits. To me, there's a few things that stand out about this. One is obviously the performance game. Two, you don't have to cut on your vehicle. You can actually take all this off and go back to stock if you wanted. If maybe you bought another vehicle, you could pull this off and go throw it on a brand new truck, which is kind of a cool advantage. So look, these are, so I guess this is a 285/70 R17s. These are the Wild Peak all-terrain, so great daily driver, off-road capability. Looks to me like this is a -12, 17-inch wheel. These are the KMC's XDs. This is a -12, about a 4.5-inch offset. And again, perfect alignment specs, so that's great. What else here? This is really a beautiful truck. So what I was going to mention is, remember in that rear setting, you can, if you're going to put a camper on that or tow, you have that adjustability. If you ever wanted to go race a Raptor in the desert, and just, you know, let's face it, we're boys, our egos come into play. I got to be honest, these shocks are going to perform, like it's not a Raptor, but you're probably going to be able to hit 50 miles an hour and be able to really kind of have fun and not destroy your truck at the same time. So if you ever get out with the Raptors, guys, I think you're going to be able to hang with them. You may not be able to jump this thing 4 feet in the air.
Yeah, it looks like I beat all the other guys on this stock F-152. Huh?
Yeah, right? And you actually will. This will continue to perform. And I think it's pretty cool. Now remember, if you throw a heavy bumper on the front, you do have one more level of adjustment. So you would not want to use that adjustment now because you're going to exceed the alignment specs, and then you get bad tire wear, and it's just, you know, as a daily driver, it just wants to feel comfortable and yummy, and that's what this is. I'll tell you what, look at the camera. This is my man. This is Trip. He's here in Las Vegas, and we really appreciate your business, and we appreciate you coming in and letting us take your time. And remember, here at Lift Kits for Less. Go ahead, I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was just going to say, I really do appreciate you guys. I mean, having it on the shelf, getting me in the shock right away. I mean, nobody likes to wait. So.
Yeah, awesome. Good. Hey, guys, remember here at Lift Kits for Less, you get more.